WOLFPACK, assemble! What's going on? It's TC, and in this video I'm going to give you 10 ways to find inspiration. Firstly, if you're new to the WOLFPACK, a very warm welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. If you find any of the information in this video useful, please smash that like button. If you're not already part of the community, part of the WOLFPACK, hit the subscribe button to receive notifications every time I upload some fresh new information. Also, don't forget to check out my samples and presets for Serum, Massive and FMA. Check out my t-shirts and hats. Follow my Anthems playlist on Spotify. Follow my Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Links in the description. So this is 10 ways to find inspiration. The other day, I was on my Discord. We've got a Discord chat going on for the WOLFPACK. It's really cool. Lots of information going through there. I had someone ask me on the Discord about whether I could make a video about how to find inspiration. Whether you're new to the game or a seasoned pro, there's always going to be times when you're not in the flow. It's nothing to worry about. It happens to every artist that I know. We all get a little bit stuck in a rut. And if you're just staring at the same thing all the time, you know, you can lose the inspiration. There is a couple of words that describe losing inspiration, but I'm not going to say them because I'm quite superstitious about the two words that begin with the W and the B. And I do not believe that that thing exists. So here is number 1 of my 10 ways to find inspiration. So make life boring. Your mind, your brain works with dopamine. You know, you get little gifts of dopamine every now and then from your brains, like, yeah, you achieve something or you're going to achieve something. When you're on the path to achieving something, you get little bits of dopamine. So my top tip is to make your life super boring. So boring that the idea of sitting in front of your computer for hours and hours working on the same tune is just the best thing ever because it's just absolutely nothing going on. So no social media, no computer games, bland food, you know, coffee I guess is okay. You know, I did in my 101 tips, everyone kind of like picks me up on the fact that I'm drinking coffee. And I am back on the coffee. And actually it's working for me. So I think whatever's working for you, then it's all good. But I'm just talking about making life just about production, and then your brain's going to give you all of those little rewards for like the small things that happen within the production stuff. So like you make a sick sound, your brain's going to be like, there's a big fat load of dopamine, or you finish the tune. That most people are driven by that, those little rewards that your brain gives you. So the more distractions you can cut out of your life, the more you're going to be productive. So number 2 on my 10 ways to find inspiration is to treat yourself. Treat yourself to a new soft synth, learn it inside and out, make a bunch of bass sounds or effect sounds, or just treat yourself to something new that's going to give you inspiration. A lot of times I will find a new synthesizer and just go in on it, or a plugin. So give yourself a little treat, maybe save up for a bit, give yourself a little bit of a treat, some new thing that's going to bring you a whole new bunch of sounds, a whole new bunch of inspiration. Number 3 of my 10 ways to find inspiration is to organize stuff. So when you're not feeling inspired, sometimes it's good to just like organize all the things to do with music that you need to make your music. So organizing your sound library, record some sounds from the real world, chop them up and organize them into a folder structure. Just getting super organized a lot of times for me will help me dig my way out of the rut of not having any inspiration. So organize. Number 4 of my 10 ways to find inspiration is to set some goals. So set yourself a goal of like, I want to have a release in 2 months time on this label, make a bunch of tunes, and it will give you that drive to want to get in the studio and actually do something. So if you haven't got any goals to work towards, then there's no incremental daily progress towards those goals. It's going to be hard to find the inspiration to sit in there and do all the boring tasks that are involved in making music. So set goals, number 4. Number 5 of my 10 ways to find inspiration is to refocus. And when I say refocus, I mean focus on something new as an inspiration. So what I often do is if I'm struggling to find inspiration to make tunes, I will make tunes just for me, not for anyone else, not for a label, not for anyone else to critique. I make tunes literally just for me to play in my DJ sets. Whether I'll find someone else else's tune and go, okay, that's in this key, and then I'll make a tune that kind of wraps around it and would be really good to mix with it, or just another little part of my set that is going to be, you know, like a hands in the air sort of thing, or just a moment within the set. So refocusing and making tunes just for me really helps with my inspiration. Number 6 of my 10 ways to find inspiration is just to listen to music. Listen to loads of different music. I love listening to music. I will put on some film music or some classical music, or I'll just listen to music in the background of like YouTube videos. Sometimes I'll be like, that's a really good riff. I'm going to take that, remake it and change the key, and then maybe change a couple notes, and hey, I got myself a really cool riff to put in a tune. Or a lot of times now I will just make the riff in a synth so I can remember that idea. So yeah, listen to music. Listen to as much music as you can in the background, maybe when you're doing your reorganization of your stuff. Number 7 on my 10 ways to find inspiration is to get out of the house, get away from the door, get away from the music. So you can either listen to music or you could get away from it and maybe going for a walk or just getting out of the same environment for even like a day or two. Sometimes you shouldn't be in that studio if there's nothing going on in your head. A lot of my music making now happens in my mind, and then I just execute on it quickly. So getting out of the house can really help you to find inspiration. Number 8 of my 10 ways to find inspiration: learn a new skill. So video editing, 3D design, code, anything to get a fresh perspective on the music really helps. So like with video design, you could be dropping like effects in there and it might look like glass or it might look like water or something. And then you'll be like, I could maybe make that in a sound, and then you could use that for a music video, and then you're back into making music again because you found inspiration through a different avenue. So learning a new skill, and everything you need to know is on YouTube. Literally everything is on YouTube. There's nothing that isn't on YouTube that you can't learn. Like I was like, I want to look at like web coding, and I just typed in web coding tutorial, 10 hours of some guy like, this is how you web code. Amazing. So number 9 of my 10 ways to find inspiration: copy something. Just copy someone else's tune. You're not going to put it out. It's not okay to put it out if it's a copy. But if you just copy someone else's tune, it might be that you make a beat that doesn't sound like their tune, and then you can find your own stuff to put over that beat, and then you're going again. So like making a copy, like a real carbon copy of something, and then changing out parts to make it your own, there's nothing wrong with that. Number 10 of my 10 ways to find inspiration is just to embrace the fact that you don't have any inspiration. Don't beat yourself up about it, and get on with anything, no matter how small, moving you closer to the goals, which was number 4. So just keep moving towards your goals. I will just make drum and bass patches, drum loops, find sounds, organize stuff, make little hat lines, I don't know, risers. And all of this is building ammunition for the times when I'm like, I got inspiration and I just hit it hard. So just, you know, I'm always building up the ammunition on my hard drive of like things that are going to work in tunes. So then when it comes to like the time when I'm going to really execute on a tune, I have everything I need and I can make the tune a lot faster. So welcoming times when you have no inspiration and flipping the perception of it to make it a good thing is an opportunity to get yourself prepared. So that is my 10 ways to find inspiration. If you found anything in this video interesting, please don't forget to hit the like button and really smash the subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can keep up to date with all this new from me. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any ideas for future videos, please let me know. I read all your comments. A massive big up to all the WOLFPACK, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.